Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Abby. We welcome you back to the channel. We also welcome you to the Caribbean. This morning, I have in mind sharing with you guys how my experiment with the blue soap went, what are my recommendations, what I would suggest that you not do with the blue soap. This morning, before we get into all of that, I have to, first of all, feed these guys. Their automatic chicken door hasn't opened as yet. The sunlight hasn't reached that beam, so I have to go in there and open it so that the girls could get to their feed and they could stop yelling at me. Right now, take Keiko's. He is all by him lonesome in there, and he is definitely a bit more needy than usual. So I'm gonna spend some time with him and try to keep his mental health good, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've been spending since Turks passed away. I've been spending some time with him and keeping his spirits up. Running out of herbs to give these guys, so I'm gonna try giving them this vine that I have growing here for ornamental purposes. We call this the wandering dew, and I know the chickens like it, but I want to see if Keiko's likes it as well. So let's see how this goes. Hello, hello, people. Hello. Good morning. I know you guys like this. I'll bring some for you too. Here you go. Here you go, Keiko's. So these birds aren't getting along. You guys remember I said my chickens, they're murderers. They're dinosaurs with feathers. I don't trust them at all. They still attack Caicos. They were attacking Turks. I don't know what's up with these birds. I thought, with them being in here at least for the last 2 months, that, they'll be used to each other by now, but no. Not even Keiko's size is intimidating these chickens at the moment. I just don't trust them. So I'm gonna keep Keiko's inside this cage until I could think of something else that could keep him safe. Let me get this chicken door all open up. Everybody wanna get inside. Everybody wanna lay their eggs. Cleo's gone up inside. She wanna lay her eggs up in there. She's gone straight into the nesting box. Okay, guys, so let's start in the most problematic area that I was dealing with, which is by my Christophine, as well as this pawpaw and sorrel tree right here. Now, this pawpaw tree wasn't really moving, it wasn't growing. And since I started spraying with the blue soap, I spray all the upper leaves, I spray everything. This pawpaw tree just head for the sky. It started growing really well, to the point where I have some little flowers showing up on this plant. So I'm really happy about that. And as regards to sorrel, I'm gonna turn you guys around. As regards to sorrel, I can't really say that I see much of a difference at all with this plant. I could see that it has scale really badly, and I have been seeing slugs on this plant as well, but the foliage, they're still there on the tips of the branches, but I can't see this plant really producing a lot of sorrow for me. But I'm just going to play the waiting game and wait and see what it does. I mean, it's almost close to December or November. So it should start budding soon if it is going to give me sorrow in any way. So I just said, you know what, it's here already. I'm just going to leave it and see what comes of it. And I would know for the future whether planting sorrel in this corner would be a good idea, because I planted four and I only have one left. All the others died of some kind of fungus. Going on to the Christophine vine. This vine is doing really well. It's bouncing back really well. It's almost reached the top again. I'm really hoping that it remains in good condition. And if it continues to do this, I would just probably rip this out and try again. But reason why I'm fighting so hard with this Christophine vine is because it's the thorn Christophine, one with the spikes, and my mom brought it for me from Barbados. The smooth ones that we get here in the grocery in Trinidad, I found that all they do is mold, and they don't grow at all. So this one, I was hoping, it's closer to the original Christophine or Chayote or whatever they pronounce it, that it would have done better for me. But I really do have something going on in my garden, and I'm fighting to fix it. It's really hard. If it's not a fungus, it's aphids. If it's not aphids, it's slugs. It's always something in the garden. So gardening really isn't for the faint of heart. So if you really have to love it to get into it, or it's going to frustrate the living daylights out of you. So as regards this sorrel plant, this has been doing really well. Better actually with the blue soap, because this one doesn't have scale on it, and if scale was to get on it, it's keeping the scale off of the plant. So I would recommend using the blue soap, because I have seen drastic improvements, guys. I don't know how to depict that on the camera, but it has made a large difference on the plants themselves. For instance, look at this turmeric. You wouldn't think that turmeric will be affected, I mean, of all plants, such a potent plant. You wouldn't think that turmeric is something that would have been affected, but this plant was all the way down there with these guys. And with using the blue soap, the plant itself, you can see a change in, that's a truck passing by. You can see a change in the plant. It's a bit more vigorous, a more vibrant, as well as I have a Cosmo plant here. If you look at the condition of this flower, this plant was struggling. Whatever was here in this corner, I kept spraying the blue soap, and now the plant has sprung new shoots and it's starting to bloom even better. So I would add a picture here as to how it was looking. I will add a picture right here. That's how it was looking. And even this flower, it's a zinnia. This flower was planted the same time as all the other zinnias in the yard, and all those other zinnias are doing well. After spraying with the blue soap, you can see the condition of the foliage of these down here. The plant started to shoot, and the foliage got better and better and better. This here is a hibiscus that my mother put in the soil here as my seed. This too was struggling. It was small like that, and it just took off with using the blue soap. This plant here that's in this pot, it would lie down, but the top of the plant, it has begun springing up. So I have seen improvement in the plants. I'm moving my pot. I'm moving my styrofoam cups. No, I don't want you playing in it. I have seen an improvement in a lot of the plants, just not all of them. but I have seen an improvement. Take for example this cucumber vine. It was doing really well, and then we started to see some I don't know if that's sun scald, but we started to see some stuff happening to the foliage. So this cucumber vine was doing really well, but the foliage was looking really good. But what I was finding was that none of the fruitage really was developing on this vine. So I had lots and lots of female fruit flowers, but none of them were growing. So you can see here how this one is growing and this one is growing. I've picked a few since then off of this cucumber vine, and to be honest with you, this cucumber vine only started to fruit after I started spraying with the blue soap water. And I'm guessing that it probably had some kind of aphids or maybe spider mite or something on it that I couldn't see with my naked eye. I mean, I'm blind. But it was dealing with whatever was restricting this vine from producing. So if you have a vine, a cucumber vine, or some plant that's not producing well, the vine family, you can use the blue soap and it will tackle whatever you're not seeing with your naked eye. Since spraying this cucumber vine with the blue soap water, I have seen improvements. Sorry about the lighting, but what I will not recommend doing with the blue soap is spraying your pepper flowers. Now this plant had lots and lots of flowers, and I have found that after spraying my pepper plants with the soapy water, that the flowers, either the pollen was stuck and didn't do anything, but majority of the flowers just fell to the ground and they did not pollinate. Going back out of the sun now. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend spraying like pepper flowers with your blue soap water, because I found that all my flowers just fell off of the plant. Did the blue soap water work for ants? The answer is no, it did not work for ants. Did it work for mealybugs? The answer, no, it did not work for the mealybug. Now, initially I sprayed this orange tree with the blue soap water. It already had an infestation of the mealybug. It did not do anything about it. I don't know if it is the ants are bringing the mealybugs overnight to the plant, because I'm really seeing the ants foraging and taking care of those mealybugs. But as regards saying that it eradicated the mealybug off of the plant, I would not say yes. It's a finicky thing. As regards this rough skin lemon, I sprayed that didn't have any mealybug on it. I sprayed that with the blue soap water, and no mealybug is on it, has gone on it. So I don't know if it's a preventative thing that you want to get up. I don't know if it's a preventative thing. Your socks are wet. Hold on, guys. I'll come back in a second. As I was saying, guys, I don't know if it's a preventative thing, if it would keep the mealybug off of your plant if it is not on the plant. But I'm not seeing any mealybug on that rough skin lemon at the moment. So my plan with this here is to continue using the soap, but I would get some Dawn dish soap and I would wash it as if I'm washing dishes. Go up, rub all those mealybugs, squish all of them, and keep doing it until I can get the majority of them off. But just keep cleaning them until I can get the plant to become resistant in some way. So that's it. Oh, one more thing. This pawpaw tree right here, you can see I was having problems with it. I think my problem with it was that I was watering it too much, so it was starting to yellow on me, And so since then, what I've done is that I've stopped watering this plant so much, and I also kept spraying the heart of the tree up inside those new young tender leaves. I've been spraying in there with the blue soap, with hopes of keeping the bungee top away from the plant, because that's a problem that I have in this area. Pawpaw trees don't do well in the area that I live, but I love pawpaw so much, but I just refuse to spend I refuse to spend $10 to $15 a pound on papaya or pawpaw, what you call it. So, and a homegrown pawpaw is oh so sweet. So yep, that's what's been going on in my garden area. As regards to blue soap, that's the update. It has worked for some stuff. And oh, one more thing, I'm forgetting another important thing. I was struggling with the banana, but not banana, plantain plant. It was just falling apart, and I was throwing the blue soap water in that plant, and it has improved there as well. So this is how it is looking right now. So far I've gotten pops. I have 2 pops in the main plant right there. So it's been doing really good. What I've done is that I pushed this container to where there's a constant slow drip to the plant, and I have seen a really drastic improvement there as well. I've been giving these guys a little bit, not much. You can see I have a volunteer pumpkin there. So the pineapples are doing great. I planted some beets in this container. They came up well, and then some died off. So we're gonna see how that goes. Yeah, so that's the update, guys. It has worked. I have seen my plants improve a lot using the blue soap. One thing I would say though, when you use a lot of soap, sometimes what happens is your leaves yellow. With the blue soap, I have not seen that. So that is one major plus with using the blue soap. My leaves are not yellowing from using all of that blue soap on my plants. I'm talking about every 2 days I'm spraying with the blue soap water, and I plan to keep doing that until I leave, to keep knocking it back as much as I can so that I give my plants a fighting chance. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm tired. I'm carrying everything. He's super heavy. He's saying bye. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Until we see each other in the next one, take care and have a great week ahead. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Help us reach the 1,000 subscriber landmark. Bye, guys.
There are double rainbows! Oh my god! I never seen 2 rainbows before. Oh my god. One didn't disappear yet. Look, you see it? It's over there. Next, by the next rainbow. Okay. Yeah, it got so many colors.
Okay. You got me so nervous. You got my phone hanging outside a window. If you drop my phone, that's the end of my phone. Thank you, Jazzy.
It is so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, there are double rainbows.
Double rainbow.
Yeah, I never seen 2 before. There are double of them. Hey. The sea too. Us in the sun. World that is true. How you feel? I'll be. True. Be.
We thank you, our God, for all you have done. All things are new by the rule of your Son. The fullness of our hearts overflows in our song. All glory and honor and praise to you belong.
The rainbow disappeared already.
Yeah.